Welcome back everyone, my name's Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Pathfinder Kingmaker. Over last time we were in the Cyclops tomb, we were looting things, but apparently the Raven showed up and it wants to talk to us. Before us is the same Raven as before. It sits, adjusts itself, and ruffles its feathers a few times as it tries to settle on its perch. Finally it cocks its head to the side and it fixes you with a single eye. Why?
Why kill the sister? Why walk the path of destruction?
The Raven flaps its wings and utters a rattling caw as if clearing its throat. She stood in the way of something I needed.
Ego, negligence, uncaring of the lives of others. Impressive. Your race has learned the lessons of the past.
The Raven shifts on its perch but remains silent. Okay, well we're going to level up our group as soon as we're done quickly looting this room. I just want to show you guys that because it was kind of cool. That leads out, so we can't go out there yet, or we don't want to, because we at least have a knowledge world check to do. That looks like it should be lootable, but it's not. And one final one. There was a secret loot area, and I'll show you where it was. Not area, but there's a loot thing, I guess. That was neutral evil. That's not so bad. We need to get some evil in. So there's a little thing to loot here. One of the rocks needs a perception check. Let's knowledge world this and then we'll level up.
Anything else?
Remember death, for death always remembers you. We're level 12 now, so we'll level up our main character because I don't actually have like a pre-built build for him. I'm just kind of winging it for our cleric for fun. 26 wisdom, that's pretty good. And we need persuasion more than we need knowledge religion. Good enough, I guess. No feats, nothing. What a boring level for him. Alright, Valerie's turn. Let's pull up our builds, which I already have up. I just need to pull up her build specifically. And she's level 12. This is another rogue level for her. She's getting better at being a rogue. And strength, of course, because strength is really good for her. We could put 1 point into dex, but it would be kind of pointless. She wears full plate, and her max dex bonus I think is 0, in all honesty. That being said, she has lots of skill points that she gets to use for mobility, mostly. Even though her mobility check is actually incredibly low, due to the fact that she has just all of the armor on. Okay, the ability we're going to get is Canny Observer. Why do we want that? Actually, I don't think we do. I put Canny Observer on because perception checks are important, but we have lots of people with perception checks. I'm going to take a look around here. What about combat tricks? What can we get instead? No, our focus, we already have that. We could get critical focus. We already don't really need that too much though. Good power attack, but that's not really going to help her attacks all that much, and she needs to hit more than she needs extra damage because her sneak attack is actually pretty good. We could do Vital Strike. It's not too bad either. Hammer on the Gap. We make a forward attack each consecutive hit against target deals extra damage equal to the number of previous consecutive hits. Multiply them now. That's fine. We don't have any free hands for deflect arrows. Could just get combat reflexes. But she only has 1 dex modifier, so that's kind of pointless. Blind fight, well, you maybe blind fight. Canny Observer is not really super important. Let's get blind fight. We fight lots of things with concealment and all that junk, so. In melee, every time you miss because of concealment, you can reroll your miss chance percentile 1 time to see if you actually hit. An invisible attacker gets no advantages related to you or hitting you in melee. That is, you don't lose your dex bonus to armor class, and the attacker doesn't get the usual +2 bonus for being invisible. So yeah, that's not bad. We'll do that. Okie dokie. We are going to do a Miri next. So, I think this is another Ranger level for her, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Ranger. Strength +1, which puts her into the next tier of Strength. And we get... which one's the first one? Fae. So we're going to do Fae as the +2 and Humans as the +4 one for her favorite targets. She's really good at killing humans. Knock Knock I think is just going straight rogue, or no, Barbarian. He's going Barbarian this level, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he doesn't get anything exciting this level though. Just for attack bonus and also for few other things, hit points and stuff like that. And he also gets improved uncanny dodge, which is good, but not as good as the rogue ones. Straight up Eldritch Knight still for Lindsay. I don't even need the loader build except for what. Well, she doesn't give a feat. Alright, we are going to take Charisma, make her a +7. Eventually we might need to start putting more points into dexterity, but for now, not too concerned about it. We get level 4 spells finally, which is nice. We're going to take Mirror Image for a level 2 spell, and we're going to take Cure Critical Wounds, and I mean, Dimension Door is pretty fun. You could just grab Dimension Door. But we could also grab just the Invisibility Communal and get the other one later. Yeah. Alright. So that's her. Kinera. Oh, one sec, gotta load her up. I don't remember what I gave for her at all. Oh, right, okay. So we're Kineticist, obviously. Oh, frick her stat, right. I think Dex. She needs to hit more often. She's kind of bad at it, actually. Oh, we have 4 skill points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good enough. And the one we want is a wall. You create a wall of turning elements, flensing debris, or roiling energy. Anytime a creature crosses the wall, it takes half the normal damage from your blast, or full damage for an energy blast. The wall lasts a number of rounds equal to your constitution modifier, or until you use a wall infusion again. So we need that. Pretty important. That will help us out immensely with some things. And now we're all level 12. We need to do our other group members in town, specifically the ones that are advisors, because it increases their advising stats. We'll worry about that later. It's not super important at this very second. And we need to get our Smilodon back because it's technically dead. Oh, we missed a Cyclops zombie. Glad we found that. Alright, so we are heading out of the dungeon now. We finished it. Apparently it has new events, but I don't know what new events it could possibly have, being as we just finished it. We need to hit a town. We have too much junk. I guess we could hit the Kelid Barbarian camp, but why bother? I'm just gonna run to town, sell things, and then we'll restart the video when we get to our next location. There's no real point in oh, more goblins. God.
Down, better ones.
Annoying. Wait, where'd that one come from? Alright, anyways, I'll restart back in town. Or I'll restart when we get to the next area, I should say. And then we'll continue our adventure. Alright, we're back and we're almost at the Forsaken Mound. I went the long way around. Definitely did. My bad. I went quickly back to town as well because there was an event there. It was nothing exciting. Nah. We'll fight more things later. I'm just filling in this gap here. Alright, now we need to go to the mound though. It's time to go deal with some enemies. I like how there's enemies there and we just kind of walked off and then came back and they were gone. Obviously they weren't that important. Forsaken Mound time. Do we want to enter the location? Maybe. The tomb, built within the hollowed rocks by ancient Cyclopses, was safely hidden from casual searches. The path to it was skillfully concealed by lush vegetation. If we hadn't known exactly where to look, we would have just passed it by, never even suspecting it was there. The entrance was covered with a huge stone slab that seemed to merge with the stone wall, but disheveled bushes and torn ivy shoots implied that it had been recently moved. We said the word given to us by the defaced sister. Keb means darkness. It's an ancient forgotten word from an ancient forgotten language, like a time-bleached bone from some unknown beast out in the wilderness. After speaking the word, the stone slab smoothly and almost soundlessly moved aside, opening the entrance to the damp, musty darkness. To avoid being trapped inside, we propped the door open with a large stone, which proved a smart decision. As soon as we stepped inside, the door shuddered and tried to close behind us, but the stone kept it in place. Behind the door was a spacious corridor, obviously built for creatures much larger than humans. The air smelled damp, and the stone walls decorated with bas reliefs and carvings. We were completely covered with a disgusting, oily mold. We checked the corridor for magic. First of all, hidden beneath a layer of mold on the wall, something shone brightly through the magical vision. radiating a strong necromancy aura. It was almost certainly a magical trap, like one of those signs you shouldn't look at. Taking that into account, we carefully examined the mold on the wall. Sometimes the fungus in a dungeon proves more dangerous than any monster. So many adventurers suffocated on poisonous spores, got burned, or were disintegrated on the spot, just because they never thought to open a botany textbook. Fortunately, the mold in the tomb, though sticky and smelly and disgusting, was completely harmless. Armed with this knowledge, we tried to clean the mold off the walls. We carefully scraped the mold from the walls. It didn't mind. It was all those completely harmless kinds of mold, nothing like the poisonous, acidic, or gods knows what else mold species you sometimes find. Beneath the mold we found a text carved into the wall, in distinct, clearly visible letters from some unknown language. Of course we stayed well away from the patch we found that was hiding a magical symbol. Having finished our task, we read the inscription. Despite the mold, the carvings on the walls were well preserved. The text said, "Animal has 2 eyes, man has 1, deity has none, for lives in darkness. Darkness contains all answers, opens all doors, finishes all paths." Such jolly fellows, these ancient Cyclopses. We moved down the corridor. A huge sarcophagus was placed in the middle of the burial chamber, its lid lying on the floor nearby. Inside was a gigantic skeleton. Its skull stared hollowly with its single huge eye socket, and its bony fingers were clenched around a small brass incense burner that also looked like a one-eyed skull. Near the sarcophagus was the slim figure of a woman wrapped in a grey cloak. She wasn't breathing, and it didn't take much to discover her cause of death. The Cyclopses had left a nasty surprise for anyone who dared come to rob their graves. Near the skeleton's head was a magical symbol of death, carved directly into the sarcophagus's surface. It must have killed the sister the instant she opened the lid. Luckily for us, it was a single-use trap. We examined the crypt and the incense burner to try and understand why the sisters would need all this creepy stuff. Judging from the wall carvings, the builders of this gloomy place must have venerated Charon, the godlike archdemon of death. Similar incense burners were used in his servants' rituals. The smoke coming from the eye socket was meant to symbolize a soul flying to him. Were the sisters conducting some sort of ritual? Maybe even trying to summon Charon himself? Terrible. After exploring the tomb, we examined the body of the sister. When we removed the cloth from the dead woman's face, it sent a chill down our spine. She literally had no face. Instead, there was a rough gray surface looking something like a roughly made clay mask. 2 holes instead of eyes, a hole instead of a nose, a crack instead of a mouth. What power could have done this to her? Having examined the body, we discovered the dead woman wasn't human. She was fey, most likely a nymph deformed by some unknown magic. She had nothing of interest on her, so we took the incense burner and left the tomb, which had also become the burial chamber for the very person we'd been searching for. Well, that was an easy one. Nice and easy. Done. Can we actually go inside? Nope. Apparently there's nothing interesting left there, except for the fact that the exclamation mark is still there. So there's new events there.
Would be nice, don't you think?
I don't think that, Lindsay, but okay, we can rest. Right before we go into the Valley of the Dead. It's probably a good call, actually. Entering location. It's an actual location too. I remember there being a giant door here, kind of. Perception check. Alright, let's do it.
I have managed.
There are tracks in the dirt. Numerous people on foot passed through the gate into the valley not long ago. Okay. They left some foods behind for some reason.
Without a doubt.
Yellowed ancient bones lie scattered amongst the sparse grass and shale. Towering gate blocks your path. The pillars flanking the gate are carved from the mountain itself, and both the gate and pillar rise so high they're obscured by the mists above. The gate is sealed, but you see no lock, not even a handle. Study the gate. The gates are covered with ancient inscriptions, disturbing depictions of worship and sacrifice, but the inscriptions are far above eye level, so much so you have to take a few steps back to see them. In the center, where 2 gates meet, there's a circular protrusion, and set into it are 3 black hooks. Let's examine that. Your initial idea that some ancient lock lay in the center of the gate proves wrong. The gate is sealed, a solid wall with neither lock nor latch nor keyhole. Perhaps the gate was not meant to be opened, it was meant to seal something inside. Let's study the hooks set into the protrusion. The gate seems built for giants and their kin, but yet 3 small hooks are set in a circular protrusion in the gate, 5 feet off the ground. If this gate was meant for giants, it's odd that they set the hooks so low. Peering closer, you see these hooks bear traces of soot and ash. Try and translate the inscriptions on the gate. Many of the words are lost to time and weather, but you make out some glyphs and symbols you recognize. and from there managed to piece together the inscription. In darkness, the doors open. In murk, the truth reveals itself. In gloom, death stares into the halls. Let's try and decipher the images. Depicted on the gates are 3 Cyclopses, great giants clad in ceremonial garb. They stand before an image of the gate which is open. Each Cyclops is holding aloft a lantern that looks to be a Cyclops' skull. I examine the pillars. Massive pillars rise high up in the mist. You can barely imagine the power it would take to build this gigantic structure.
A mere touch of my master's power. He commands armies, slaves, servants, shapes mountains to his will. This is a monument to his reign, and his reign will come again.
The raven makes a rattling caw. Oh, I don't like this place. I feel like I did in Kadira during our raids on demon worshippers. It's a very similar atmosphere. Left pillar? The pillar stands on the windward side, so it's more weathered than the rest of the gate. You can faintly make out the remains of inscriptions that once used to cover the pillar, but they are so faded by wind and the elements as to be unreadable. How about the right pillar? Time and weather have failed to destroy the bas relief that rises from the foot of this pillar and winds its way up the mist. The pillar is covered with intricate geometric patterns, images of lotuses and other flowers, mysterious figures performing strange rituals. The attention to detail is amazing. You need hours to examine every image. Step away from the pillar. I shout out my name. Your shout echoes repeatedly off the mountains and the gate. As the last echo fades, there's a moment of silence. Then from the valley comes a strange sound, a mixture of howling and cawing that echoes sharply off the rock walls. Throw a stone at the gate. Nothing happens. I don't think we can go in here yet. I think we need the third candle-y thing, because we only have 2 of the candle-y things. Which means we're not in the right place. I thought we were, but I guess not. If we're looking at our quest items, we have... Where are the skull things? Yeah, we only have 2 Cyclops incense burners at the moment. Alright, let's go look around. Maybe we went to the wrong area. Oh, there's a city of hollow eyes. Okay, well, let's go up there. We definitely have gone the wrong way. For some reason I thought we had to go to the Valley of the Dead. You know what? Let's kill them. It looks like there's a Cyclops squad. Kind of curious to see if it is. Like the icon was a Cyclops. But they're just bandits! The game lied to me. I wonder if there's any down... Yes, of course there are. Why wouldn't there be? Almost killed them both. Can you charge? Probably not, eh? Damn. Alright, well, whatever. Missed. I'm gonna get a Miri down here. What's down here? Just 3 guys? Kyrieru's gonna take care of most of them, probably by herself. She just needs to move up to here or so. Now you get to see something cool next time it's her turn.
Attack!
This is why she's really good. She's finally hit the point in the game where she gets pretty powerful. For one specific reason. Oh, it's dead. Can we charge? No, because they're hidden around the rock face. Smart. Off center from a charge. Yep, still can't charge. Oh well, go around behind. That brawler is annoying, but it's not going to be important. That's why Miri's over there. These 2 are the ones we're looking for. And maybe the cleric. Almost killed that one. I'm going to send her down here too to help with the brawler. Or send the cat around to help with the brawler, I should say. Miri's turn. Get into position for a charge. Kyrieru, alright. And we're going to use ability. Earth Wall. Oh, I forgot to turn this on. Damn it. Oh, it's not going to be as good as normal. But we now have a wall there at least.
Strike as one.
Forgot to turn her infusion on. Which means we might need to redo our wall next turn. Which is fine. Gotta remember to do that.
Any last wishes?
Basically, her goal now in the game is to make rock walls that cause people to trip as they go over top of them. I just forgot to turn the infusion on, which is my own bad. Is it just casting blind over and over again? Okay. Go hit that one. Can Amiri charge? No, she's not even remotely close enough to charge. Keep heading down. Alright, let's try this again, but this time with the proper infusion on. Okay, we got a trip infusion on. Was she not in range? Oh, that's annoying. Can you shoot at least? Nope, because we did a burn instead. We'd gather power. Lindsay, I need you to move up and start shooting at that necromancer. Oh, he's feared. Bye. The only bane of Kyrieru's existence now is making sure she's in position before using the wall. Because it causes burn and stuff like that. I guess we could just turn off that burn ability, or the gather power ability. But then she takes burn damage, which is sort of her class feature. Let's try it out. So now I think we should be in range, in theory. Hopefully the cleric will walk through. So she can only have one wall active at a time. I actually didn't know that, but now I do. And let's see if the cleric and cleric's friend, the necromancer, wander through it. Oh, it got feared. It's gonna run away, isn't it? And it died anyway, so. No, all he's gonna do is cast blindness endlessly, so that's just stupid. We are gonna take damage through our own wall. That's fine. Where's our Smilodon? Wrong one. There we go. Necromancers are just super annoying with their stupid blind. Like, how many blind spells does that guy have? He casts 6, which I think is blind is level 1 or 2. I honestly don't even remember now. But yeah, so now we can actually we should be able to fight that goblin army in the Tenebrous Depths plus the cleric at this point, I think. Maybe. We did gain 2 levels since then, so maybe it'd be okay. I also sold a whole bunch of junk, so notice our weight capacity is way down. Or our carrying capacity is way down. Which is nice, because we were in medium encumbrance. 9 more hours of marching across the plains. Okay, that's enough. That's enough random encounters. This is getting to the point where it was in the beta, where every like 8 steps there was a random encounter. Which was actually very annoying. City of Hollow Eyes. Here we go. Close to Restov, actually. Maybe we should stop in. Say hi to Jamandi. Alright, well very clearly this is a barbarian camp. Everyone seems okay here.
Our path leads on.
There's fishies? Why does that go so fast? Weird. It's like it clips.
This quick.
Oh, there's dread zombies. Okay. Never used to. Jesus. Never used to do that. Alrighty, let's do this fight. Sorry for the quick cut there. Oh, we're not even close to this zombie. Have to get up close to him. I wonder if we can charge with this guy. Yes, perfect. Except we're not hitting any attacks. There we go. Almost killed it. What the hell is that? What is Knock Knock doing? Stop getting stuck on an archer! There was very clearly enough room for him to wander around, but he decided that, you know what is good? Let's just hump the back of the archer's leg. Jesus, it did 90. Oh, it critically hit, I see. Did a lot of damage to Amiri. There's also a bunch of wargs in the river here. I wonder if we can... We'll take some burn. Hope this wall goes the right way. We also didn't put the infusion on, did we? Oh no, it is on. Good. Let's see if they wander through. Are they not even in this fight? Let's invite them into the fight. I still don't see them on the turn order. They might not be part of this fight. Amiri needs to heal desperately though. She took 90 damage. That's a lot of damage. If I move up here, can I heal her? Yes. Let's do that. Give her a little bit of health back. I don't think we're allowed to let Hilla die. Except that they just did. Well, there's nothing I can do about that. It's not my fault. Come on. Stop. Just stop. Let me stop you, damn it. Jeez. Why is nobody going this way? The actual easiest way to go around behind the Cyclops. I wish you could set... If there's one thing I would change about the turn-based mod, it was that I wish you could set your charge path. That would be amazingly good. Are the Alpha Wargs going to come into the fight soon, or no? Okay.
Taste my fury.
That one's dead. Where is it going? What is that? There's bandits over there, apparently. Are the wargs gonna kill the bandits? I mean, maybe.
Any last wishes?
We were in such a terrible position when this fight started. Be super nice. What is their armor? 25? We have... we only need to roll a 6 to hit them.
Attack!
Oh well. Silly. Oh my god. The thing just killed all the barbarians in one hit, basically. That was amazing. Oh well. Goodbye, barbarians. Now we do have a problem, though. Where are you guys going? What are you going to fight? Alright, what's up this way that I need to be aware of? Oh, more of these. Oh well, let's, I guess, head over there, because we're still stuck in combat, so it's not like we can go anywhere. So the wargs and the bandits are definitely fighting. And one of them is dead. Do we get experience for... We get experience for the wargs killing bandits. I actually find that kind of amusing. Alright, let's start with this one. On the right. I would really appreciate it if I could stop rolling like 5s. Sub 5 numbers all the time. That would be super.
Strike as one.
Can you charge? No, it's too far. Move up a bit though. Alright, can you charge? Might as well. There we go. There's one down. I'll move him up, but I won't attack with him yet. Let the barbarians eat the brunt of the attack. Just like that. Perfect. This is their own fault.
This is going to hurt.
We knocked him down. Finally, it worked. He's prone. The unknowns are doing something. I just don't know what yet.
This is where I step in.
Can't charge. Can't even reach him.
Do not hold back.
Can charge and reach him. And miss. Why? Why did we miss with a charge? Because we rolled a 1. Why wouldn't we? Okay, I'd really like to stop rolling natural 1s now. That would be an excellent thing.
Do not falter.
There we go. We critically hit him, and then our whole group that has opportunity, which was just knock-knock in that particular case, annihilated him. Now, unfortunately, I think the person we're supposed to talk to is dead, but oh well. These things happen. Also, they have lots of potions. And masterwork swords. Everyone has masterwork weapons around here.
Forwards.
It kind of cheapens the fact that they're masterwork in that there's like 800,000 of them around. Like, there's no shortage of masterwork items. Oh, Hilla is alive. Hilla, how did you survive that? I saw you die.
I did it. I did.
You are spooky. A huge scar crosses the face of this sturdy silver-haired woman. An eye patch hides her left eye, while her right shines with silver. She raises her bloody blade in salute. You came just in time. We owe you one. Are you an Aasimar? What? Don't I look like a Celestial? Yes, I'm an Aasimar. No idea which of my great-grandmothers made it with a Celestial, but my entire lineage, the blood only manifested in me. I'm sure that was the plan all along. It's a common custom to strengthen the bloodline with the blood of orcs or whatever powerful beings come in handy. My birth was deemed a good sign and proof of the god's blessing, but I call it bullshit. The god's blessing should be earned on the battlefield. What you doing here? What do you care? We came here, so obviously we have business here. What about you? What are you doing here? Dugath send me. What? Why? Does the old man think we can't handle ourselves, huh? Hilla looks around briefly, then back to you. Well, to be honest, you really did help us. How about helping us with one more thing? Here's the deal. We came with one of the witches to look for some trash in the tomb. We set camp, and the sister took some of my people into the ruins around dawn. Never came back. Instead, these zombie Cyclopses started crawling out on us from all over the place. Fun day, huh? My group can't afford to be separated now. We only barely fought those things off. Kinda. So how about this? You scout out the place, look for our people, find out if any of them are alive, and I'll pay you in gold. Deal? Deal. Great. Thank you for the quick rundown of the sitch. Now we can figure out what's going on and get out of here. And then we'll go to the Temple of the Dead. And then we'll meet maybe Vorticai. Definitely Vorticai.
I did it.
Ooh, a bow.
I did.
What kind of a bow? Nobleman's Amusement. It's a +1 elite expertise bow. It grants point blank and precise shots, both of which we already have, so that's kind of pointless.
That is quite a discovery.
Is it? What is it?
Without breaking it.
That is not. Quite a discovery. It's a Masterwork Earthbreaker and Great Axe and some other garbage. And that's not a good discovery, that's just sort of generic trash. We need to go kill those wargs at some point. There's a dead guy out here. This barbarian was killed very recently. Well, he's really far away from the camp. Why would you come out this far? Also, this is a very large zone. Oh.
Can we not talk first?
Okay. Well. Almost killed it.
Onwards.
Can't charge down a hill apparently, so we'll just walk her in. And then we'll finish this one off, because I really don't want to have our Smilodon eat a full round attack from a dread Cyclops. Delay. This could go okay. Could go poorly. I also wish it would show you where the wall was going to be put. Oh, we're burned. We didn't have a chance to gather. Oh, because gather energy's turned off.
Burn.
We need to unburn a little bit. That's annoying. And just delay. And just delay.
We shall overcome.
What did you roll? Natural 20, of course. Well, we're rolling natural 1s, they're rolling natural 20s. Makes perfect sense. Statistically, that's probable, or possible. However, the fact that we rolled several critical misses on a regular basis, and then they roll an abnormally large... Stop fucking around, just stand there and attack. God.
Stay behind
The pathing sometimes is just infuriating.
You deserved it.
Whatever. You know what? We don't even need that Smilodon in there. We'll just kill it with the rest of them.
Flames take you.
Done. Alright, what do we get? Nothing. And a box. What's the box have in it?
I did it. I did.
Also, really nothing of value. A couple of gold, I guess. There's a tiny tent out here. Why is there a tiny tent out so far from the main camp? Is it the lavatory tent? That doesn't make sense. You don't put a lavatory in tents. You just dig a trench and you poop in the trench.
This requires your attention.
I did it. I did.
So I don't actually know what that is. Or why it's there. It could be a scout tent, but then you don't make your scout tent brilliant colors to scream at everyone that, hey, there's a scout tent here. That's just silly. So I'm not really sure why it's there. Or why there's so many bandits in a land infested with Cyclops zombies. I don't think that actual bandit groups would stick around in this kind of an area. Unless they're really capable or really stupid.
Hope it not fight back. Best kind of fight.
Taste my fury.
Oh, that one's down.
Any last wishes? I'm good.
We critically hit there. That was probably the first one in a while. Pretty happy about that.
Not hero work.
It's Pherrid. Who are you shooting at? Apparently she actually managed to hit Valerie. Because she got a natural 20, of course. That makes sense. I mean, to be fair, I did realize the rolls were going to be flubbed a lot because of the difficulty we're on. But I didn't realize the extent of the roll flubbing. Like, they get an abnormally large amount of critical hits. And we get an abnormally large amount of critical misses. And that's that. Let's finish clearing this area before we go into any sort of tomb. There's lots of enemies around.
I found something interesting.
More loot. Maybe that's why the bandits are here. Oh, sweet, sweet loot. We also missed something on the other side of the river there. This is a giant zone. Probably one of the biggest ones in the game, I think. What is that? There's like a fire ring over there. Interesting. That warg is super dead. The animal is killed with a single devastating blow. Which means there's probably more zombies around. There's a bandit.
This is going to hurt.
Still a bit sleepy. Alright, how many bandits are here? Oh my god, there's a lot of wargs here. Well, that was a knockdown. And an annoying one nonetheless. Or more or less. Whatever. Excuse me. Just dealing with all sorts of annoying things today. Sneezes, yawns. Ugh. Just one of those mornings, I guess. Those bandits are toast. There's so many wargs. Let me charge! I should really look at my formation. I don't remember why Amiri is so far back.
Bring it.
Doesn't matter. Why are their trip abilities so good compared to ours? Oh, don't do that. Just whatever. Fine. Didn't even kill one. Let's do... Oh, that'll fear some of them away. Knock Knock can stand up, but he won't be able to do much other than that. Can charge. No, he can't. He's out of charging. At least when it moves. Oh, he's not that afraid. Okay. Just shaken, not feared. Smell it on, please. Just... Okay, this one. Attack this one. Stop. Just stop. Ah. Oh, wasted action. Should have took a 5 step there. Now I'm just making stupid mistakes because I'm frustrated and annoyed at the pathing. I'm gonna move Amiri up so that, or not Lindsay. Yeah, Lindsay up so that she can shoot better next turn. Should have done that this turn, but oh well. There we go. One more dead. Let's move up and heal because apparently we're taking a beating. And Knock Knock was just out of range of that, so he's not going to get the heal. My 5 footstep can I hit? Yes, perfect.
Flames take
Which knife to use? Hey.
Goodbye, Warg. He is really cruising. That one's dead. Is that the only one left? Is that one? 2. But they're on their way back to die.
I'm not doing it wrong. The spell is flawed.
Attack!
Can we hit? Nope. But I wasn't really anticipating we would. How was that not a charge distance? You totally could have charged that guy.
taste my fury.
Oh well. Bloop. Knock Knock definitely can't charge.
Lighting enemies on fire first.
Kill that one. This one's coming back, and then we're done the fight. I think we're also pretty close to being done our video, to be honest. Might make this one a little bit short this morning. Go get some breakfast, wake up a little bit, regroup, and do another video after that. For now, though, let's skin all the things. Oh, we got a normal greatsword. The bandits didn't even have masterwork items. Like I said, a masterwork longsword. Just nothing else of value. Alright, we need to heal pretty badly.
Together we stand.
And that's a little bit better. And we're clear on this side, it looks like. Let's go back up. Let me take a quick look at what our time is looking like here. Oh, I guess that's pretty much the end of the video, unfortunately. So we'll end off here. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you all next time. We'll kill some more Cyclopses. There's a Cyclops priest up there, that's a new one. And then we'll eventually head into the ruins, which I think are here-ish. Well, I know they're here-ish. Take care, and see you next time.